it's Summer Fun Fitness. So we all know that what we eat really affects our mental health, our body, our well-being, our longevity, and of course our muscle growth. So many of you guys ask me questions about my diet, so I've decided to cover a list of all the superfoods I consume, why I consume them, and how I consume them, so you guys can do that too. Eating superfoods and all natural products does take a lot of research, so hopefully this video will make it easier for you because we've already done the research for you. A bit about my diet. So I decided to mostly consume whole foods. So that means I don't have much processed food. I don't have much ready-to-go food. Most of my food has to be prepared. I try and consume the least amount of toxins and chemicals possible, and try and focus on really having some healthy fats and balance. So I don't count any calories or anything like that. I just make conscious decisions about what I'm putting in my body. Also, minimal amount of processed sugar. I also try and get my protein from plant sources instead of meat sources or synthetic sources. Okay, so what I've done is all the superfoods are kind of hard to find in stores, so I've created an Amazon store where I list all of these products so you can easily order them from the internet to try them out while you go scavenger hunting and trying to find them at your local grocery stores. So let's get started with this list. Okay, so I want to start with maca. Maca is one of my favorite things to add to smoothies and have in my cupboard. It is so good. It comes from a root. It tastes very hazelnutty and vanilla, which is why I love to have it. In addition to tasting so good, it has so many benefits. So it's a natural energy booster, so it's great for athletes. It also does help to build muscle, so another benefit for athletes. It is a hormone balancer. It helps to reduce anxiety. It does increase libido, so just know it does that. But it really helps females too to balance out your hormones. It's really high in protein, fibers. It has so many vitamins and fatty acids. So it really is a delicious way to add more nutrients into your diet. I will show you a smoothie recipe later. But just so you know, because it does affect our hormones in a positive way, we do have to be conscious about how often we're consuming it, so make sure you take some breaks just so that you can maintain producing that hormone on your own. So that's maca. I highly recommend. So tasty and so good for you. Next up is spirulina. Spirulina is loaded with vitamins. It has so many vitamins in it, I can't even list them all, so I highly recommend any individual taking spirulina daily. I've been taking spirulina for a long time, and today when I was doing research, I discovered that it actually really helps with muscle strength and endurance, and I was so excited to hear this. So it improves oxidation damage, which increases the time it takes for our muscles to fatigue. So it significantly improves our performance. So this is so excellent to hear for bodybuilders and all those really active individuals. It's a great plant-based way to increase your muscle performance. So in addition to that, it is loaded with nutrients, like I said before, and full of antioxidants. You can get it in a tablet form, which I have here, and put it in your green smoothie and blend it up. If you hate the taste of greens, you can actually take it as a vitamin. I actually recommend getting the powdered form just because I like the powdered one the best. Okay, so that is spirulina. Definitely add this to your next shopping trip. Okay, next we have ashwagandha. I think that's how you say it. It is a plant. It is also known as Indian ginseng. So this is so excellent. It increases energy, so another energy source from a plant-based thing instead of pre-workout. It combats fatigue, obviously, because it increases our energy. It helps improve concentration, which boosts your memory. It lowers cortisol levels, so it helps with stress. The really awesome thing about it is that it's also known as the smell of the horse. That's what it translates to, because it does have a weird scent, but it will also make you stronger. So this is a really excellent thing to take, and obviously because of the smell part, it doesn't actually taste that great, so it's something that you want to disguise in your smoothies, but it's going to help with your brain function, stress, all those things I just listed, and this is ashwagandha, so pick this one up. Next up is cacao powder. Not cocoa powder, cacao powder. All the chocolate lovers are going to be so excited. So here I have my little bit that's left. I need to go shopping today. Raw cacao powder. It's organic and it is so tasty and so good for you. So the difference between cocoa powder and cacao powder is the temperature at which it's heated. So we want We want cacao powder because it's heated at a lower temperature, which helps maintain the nutrients. Cocoa powder, which we often find in our processed chocolates and processed foods, is heated at a higher temperature, so there's less nutrients in it, and it's usually paired with a lot of sugar. So this is just the raw bean. It doesn't have any sugar in it. So I add it to things like my full-fat, sugar-free Greek yogurt, or my smoothies. My favorite smoothie is actually a cacao cherry chocolate smoothie, and I'll give you the recipe to that. Or you can add it to your oats, sugar-free oats, to have a nice chocolatey treat. So chocolate isn't bad for you. Athlete Ross Edgley, who is freaking amazing, he actually eats 200 grams of chocolate, dark chocolate, after every single workout. So the reason for this is that it's filled with antioxidants, and it increases our blood flow, which helps our brain function and our muscles recover. It also reduces our appetite and gives us that feeling of fullness. It is also a mood stabilizer, and I'm sure some of you have noticed you feel a little bit happier after consuming some chocolate. So let's add this to your must-buy list and have some chocolatey, delicious smoothies that are actually good for you and gonna help you in your fitness journey. Okay, so we also have cacao nibs. These are my favorite smoothie topping. All the same benefits of the cacao powder that we talked about earlier, but you get that nice crunch to your smoothies. It is more bitter. It is roasted at a lower temperature to keep all the nutrients. It also takes out the fat during that process. You can also blend it in your green smoothies so you get like a nice little crunch, but I like it on top as a whole. So that's raw cacao nibs. Next up is powdered peanut butter. Powdered peanut butter is just the peanuts. There's nothing else added to it. And we all know that eating nuts is really good for us. So this is a great alternative to processed peanut butter that could be full of sugar, has lots of fat in it, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you're a person who eats the whole peanut butter jar when it's in your house, like me, this is a great way to combat that because you actually have to prepare it. So if you want to eat it like peanut butter, you would add water to it, and I'd recommend adding a little pinch of salt just to kick up that flavor. This is a great way to use it, is to add it to your full-fat plain Greek yogurt or your oats or your smoothies. You get all the benefits of the peanut butter. You get the taste, but with way less calories. So peanut butter has some great minerals in it, like magnesium and calcium, that are going to help with your bone health. It's a great topping. You put it on top of stuff. It helps you to feel fuller longer. It's full of fiber, protein, and antioxidants, like all of our superfoods here are today. So go ahead and get some powdered peanut butter to benefit your health. It's way better than the processed stuff. What else we have here? So here we have chia seeds. So these are full of healthy fats. They are more nutrients per calories, and they are high in fiber and antioxidants like everything else. You can make chia pudding for breakfast with this, or you can add it as a smoothie topping, or add it to your water, depending on if you like it. It does gelatinize a bit, so you have to like that. Next we have buckwheat. I'm freaking obsessed with buckwheat. I put it on top of everything I can. I don't consume processed granola, but I still like to have a crunch of things, so this is a great alternative of that. There's obviously no sugar in it, but you still get that nice crunch, so add it to your yogurt, add it to your smoothie. It also has health benefits like antioxidants and fiber, but overall I just love having a crunch to my yogurt. You can also make the tastiest topping ever for your desserts. You can roast it with coconut sugar, cacao, and coconut oil in the oven, and then you get like this nice, crispy, tasty treat. So yeah, that's buckwheat. Definitely get some buckwheat. That you can find at your local store. We have hemp hearts, which are full of protein and fat and vitamins. Another great topping. Add it to your smoothies. And now, because this list is getting really long, I'll just add in, you can read more about it on my website, golden milk turmeric. It is so good. I like the golden milk version instead of just the raw turmeric, just there's more stuff into it. I eat it with unsweetened oat milk in a nice frothy drink in the evenings. You can also add it as a topping. It's going to give you more flavor. And matcha. So matcha, also tasty in your green smoothie. It has 6 times the energy of coffee, but without the crash. It's detoxifying, it's sugar-free. Okay, so what is matcha? It's powdered green tea leaves. It's also boosts metabolism. So it's a much better energy source than caffeine, at least in my personal opinion. Last, we have this amazing greens powder. So this green powder is quite expensive and not available in Canada, so you definitely have to ship it from the States. It has everything you ever need, but the best thing is that it is tasty. So many greens powders taste so gross and they separate from your drinks. This one actually makes your smoothies taste better, and it just has so much in it. So really, if you have some extra money or you're really invested in your health, I would definitely order this one. I've tried so many greens powder, and this one by far is the tastiest and best for you that I've come across. Okay, so another thing I consume is coconut oil. You guys have probably heard of coconut oil, so I won't cover it too in depth, but I add this to my smoothies. I also use it for a lot of healthcare products, so I use it on my face. You can use it to whiten your teeth. You can use it to heal wounds. It has antibacterial properties, which is another reason why it's good for your teeth too. Also, you can use it in your hair to keep it nice and shiny. You can also use it as a lube alternative, and it's also antibacterial, so it's good for that. And obviously, it's not full of chemicals. It is also a great way to add more calories and fats to your diet easily because it is high in fat. That's coconut oil. I also have coconut flakes, which I don't have listed on the site because you can get them anywhere. I pretty well add this to all my smoothies for more calories, more sweetness, and just that crunch that I really like. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This took years to learn, and I didn't learn all this by myself. I had the help of my sisters who are vegan and gluten-free and also obsessed with health and whole foods and toxin-free living. So I hope that you guys can benefit from all the years of compiled research that we've done for these superfoods. Visit my Amazon store to find them easily. And I hope that I've inspired you to include more nutrients in your diet and buy less processed food. I also have fun things like the coconut bowls that we use that make our smoothies even funner to eat. Okay, so thanks for watching. Again, this is Summer Fun Fitness. Have a great day. Okay, so this is a healthy green smoothie. I'm gonna start with peas, frozen peas for protein. Add in banana. Add in some mango. Frozen spinach. Hunk of ginger. Favorite greens powder that Autumn's lending me.